video, I'll just be talking about the 3.2 banner characters and who you should poll in version 3.2, both phases. So on the screen I have Tighnari representing Nahida, and then of course there's Yoimiya in phase 1, and then phase 2 we have Childe and Yae Miko, and then we'll have the debut of the 4-star character, Layla as well, who will be a cryo sword user. That part will come later, but let's just quickly talk about Nahida using Tighnari as a placeholder. I believe she is a must poll because she is a Dendro Archon after all, and we all know that from the Archons, Venti, Zhongli, and Raiden Shogun so far, they are very strong and very powerful in their own element, and they all bring something, new or very important to the gameplay style. Like, for example, Venti has his swirling and his crowd control, Zhongli has his shielding and his nuke ability, and Raiden Shogun is just super meta, and she has her DPS, So they all have their own thing. And then of course, Nahida is likely going to be like the support character, so she's probably going to be bringing that aspect to it. So I feel like Nahida will be a must-pull character. I'm pretty sure many other streamers and everyone already knows that she's going to be a must-pull character, so I don't really have to spend too much more time speaking about that. Now, Yoimiya had a banner rerun a few patches ago, and she is not necessarily a must-pull character, but I personally like this character. I got her when she first debuted last year in Inazuma. I just like her personality, and I like what she represents, like the summer and the festivals and all that. But I will say that some players may find that her gameplay style is very boring because it's just, normal attacks basically, right? So to each their own. I don't think she's a must-pull character, but I do think that she's a fun character to have on your roster. And for doing certain, puzzles, if you don't want to use, Amber, then at least you can use Yoimiya as an option to do fire puzzles. Now for phase 2, Childe is my boy. Just like the Archons, I feel like the Fatui Harbinger characters are also super strong. So far, he's the only Fatui Harbinger that's playable, because we all know, Rosalind, or La Senora, she is already no longer playable, but she's a weekly boss, right? We also know that we'll be getting the Wanderer or Scaramouche as a weekly boss coming in 3.2, but there's also rumors and speculations that he'll become a playable character in 3.3 because of his popularity and his character and personality. So we'll see how the story unfolds with the final chapter of the Archon quest there. I am personally not even near completing any of the Archon quests yet, so I don't actually know what's going on, but anyway, we already know from the trailer that that will be the case for his weekly boss. So regardless, Harbingers, in my opinion, are must-pull characters, so I will be waiting to pull for Scaramouche myself, but I use Childe still in the Abyss, as you guys watched and may know. I still regularly use him. So I think he's super strong, and for those of you who don't have him and who are okay with his playstyle, maybe you should pull for him. But then I know there are some players that don't like the fact that you have to swap between his weapon style. But regardless, I really like that aspect about the Harbingers, or at least him. So totally, I recommend him over Yoimiya and Yae Miko. And last, we have Yae Miko. I don't think that she is a must-pull character. She is really cool as a character for her personality and all that stuff. But I don't think that her gameplay style, I find it is a bit clunky. I don't think that it's a must-pull, must-have gameplay style. It has been buffed because of Dendro and for elemental mastery buffs and all that stuff over the last few patches since she was released. But regardless, I don't think that she's a must-pull character, but of course go for who you like. So again, just to summarize, for me, Nahida is a must-pull, and I already have, as you can see, Yoimiya, Tartaglia, Childe, and Yae Miko already, so obviously I'm only going for Nahida. And when Layla comes, I will be throwing some wishes there and trying to get one copy of her. That's just my usual thing with 4-star characters. I just go for one copy. I don't really care to C6 them right away anymore. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys pulling for any of these 5-star characters, or going for Layla later, or skipping all of them and waiting to save for the polls for 3.3 instead, with the speculation of Scaramouche or Wanderer coming? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and we'll see you there.